How's it going, everyone? Welcome back here at Fat Boy Nation. Got a project here today. My sister and brother-in-law, my brother-in-law, Project Dorton, has a mailbox stand that is literally on its last splinter. So today we're going to make them a new mailbox. So for starters, bear with me. Yep. Alright. For starters, I'm going to start by measuring out my mother's mailbox. So, and basically what I'm going to do is measure out from the ground up. Alright. So when I measure from the ground up, I'm going to measure at 3 points. Okay. I'm going to measure the bottom of this 4x4 right here, to the top of the 4x4 right here, and measure to the top. But I'm not going to measure to the top of this. The reason why is what I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to make this try to look a little designer. I saw one of the mailbox stands recently, and I kind of like fell in love with it. So if I can make this one look good, if I can make this one and it look good, I'll make another one for my mother. So you see this right here, the gusset that holds the mailbox post, the mailbox stand on the post from flopping up and down. We'll take and cut not one of those gussets, but 4 of them. I'll put one here, here, and here. So what I got to do, not only measuring this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure everything, and I'm going to add on 2 foot, well 2.5 foot to go on the ground. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the distance right here to the outside of here, to the outside of this gusset, which is 9 inches and a quarter. Alright, so then I'm going to measure the length of this mailbox. That's 19 inches. So 9 plus 19, well, say 9.5 plus 19. 9 plus 19 is 28. So 28.5 inches is a figuring of how long this run has to be with the gusset in between. So I'm going to round it off to 30 inches. So it gives a little bit of room between the back of the mailbox and the tip of that gusset. And then from there, you're figuring 30 inches plus the, let's see, get it right there, plus the 3.5 inches for the width of the 4x4. And then you add on another 9.5 inches to come out this way to release for the gusset. So that's 30 plus 4, just give or take, say 4 inches. So that's 34. So you add in the 9.5. So that's 43.5. So that's making 44 inches total. 44 inches straight out. And then, like I said, we're going to measure up to right here. And then we're going to add the 9.5 inches for the gussets. And then we're going to add an extra, say, inch on. So, bear with me. This is what you get with a free Harbor Freight tape measure. So, we're going to do, so we don't mess up and forget our measurements, I'm going to write up a note for myself. So, okay. So we're going to need a 4x4 at, I said 43.5, so let's say 44 inches. Alright. Yes, I got a pink cell phone cover. So, I got another tape measure up at the carport I'm going to use when I get back. So that's 3 foot exactly above ground. That's 36 inches. Now, if you make your own mailbox stand, check with your local post office and ask them what their minimum requirements for mailbox height is, and ask them what their maximum requirements are. Because if you build your own mailbox den, you need to know this. So you need to know how long to cut your 4x4. You need at least 2 to 2.5 foot in the ground for stability. And then you got to figure out where you're going to notch your 4x4s to meet them together in the crosshatch. So you know how low or how high your mailbox is going to be. So we figured 9.5 inches for the gusset stretch. So we're looking at 36 inches plus 9.5 inches. Okay, I feel stupid. So, okay, that's 4, let's say 36 plus 4 is 40 plus 5.5 is 45.5 inches. So let's say 46 inches plus the 2, so we're going to, so 2.5 foot, I'd say 2 foot is 24 inches, so add 24 onto 46 inches. That's 50, that's 70 inches, so add another 6 inches, so 76. Let's make it 80 inches total, okay? So we need an 80 inch, and then the measurement from here. So let's get up to the house. We'll go ahead and clean up these 4x4s and get started. Alright, I'm back. So, alright, I checked. I'm in frame. So, the tape measure I was using out there, the mailbox, yeah, that little button right there was broke. This one, not so much. I know I'm missing the lanyard, but who cares? It's free tape measure. I need to start going back to Harbor Freight and get some more. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside for now. Like I said, got to clean up the 4x4s. We got screws, nails, staples, everything in these 4x4s. So, get my trusty channel locks here. I'm going to fix my hair for a second. Real quick. There we go. Trusty channel locks. And these things have been a lifesaver. Literally. I had to test to find out why my light wasn't working, and I did the stupidest thing ever that my stepdad told me never to do, but I kind of knew what I was doing. I knew what to not to do, but I did it anyways. And I come to find out it was a light switch. So, and electricity really can hurt. You can look at my pliers, which you probably won't be able to see it, and notice there is a chunk of steel melted out of the corner. So, alright, gotta get this cleaned up. And by the way, yes, I'm smoking. I did a video a while back with my brother-in-law and our friend. It was a collaboration video, just shooting the crap. And YouTube demonetized it, part 1 and part 2, because they demonetized part 1 because I was smoking in the video. Demonetized part 2, of course, because my brother-in-law, Project Dorton, likes to tell jokes, and it wasn't that good of a joke. Well, it was actually not an appropriate joke, but I cut it out before the inappropriate part happened. But YouTube still thought that it wasn't advertiser friendly. You know, this whole advertiser back out crap, you know, is stupid. You know, the advertisers are being buttholes about it. You know, YouTube has been letting us run videos for a while, letting other YouTubers run videos for a while, and they still, you know, never had a monetizing problem. You know, now they're demonetizing YouTuber videos for smoking in them, chewing tobacco in them, and cussing in them. Well, should I say they're demonetizing the peasant videos, as pretty much some people have called it in other videos. Little people, little YouTube channels like mine, and Project Dorton's, and Batman Adventures and Douglas Fairchild, they'll demonetize us in a second. But the bigger name channels like PewDiePie and Roman Atwood and all them, no, they won't demonetize them. How do I know? Because there's still advertisements on their videos. When a video gets demonetized, there's no advertisements on it at all. Now, Roman Atwood, don't get me wrong, he's a great YouTuber, great vlogger, and he doesn't do anything bad on his videos. He does do some crazy stuff, but that's Roman. That's why everyone likes Roman. So, you know, but PewDiePie and AliFX and a lot of those other big name YouTubers, they cuss worse than a Yankee sailor. Please don't get me wrong when I say Yankee. I'm part Yankee myself, so. But their videos are still monetized. They don't get me demonetized. Why is theirs not, but ours is? I don't, just YouTube. They want to favor the bigger channels versus smaller channels. If you don't have more than a couple 100,000 subscribers, they don't care about us. You know? But that's YouTube. That's a corporation. That's Google. They don't care about the little man, little people. So be it. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to get these 4x4s cleaned up, and I'll be back with you then. Alright. Well, so what I did is I got both 4x4s cleaned up now. I went back down to the mailbox, did a little extra measuring, just to be on the safe side, just see a couple things I needed to see and measure. So now I just got to figure this out, which 4x4 am I going to use for which part. So, like I said, I'm going to need one piece cut at 44 inches, one piece cut at 80 inches. So, I'm going to measure this 4x4 real quick. Just check its length. And I hate tape measures that don't work right. Alright, so that's going to be the vertical post. Now, I got to get this figured out, because I have to have the 44-inch post, the 80-inch post, then I have to cut out 4 gussets at, what was that again? 13 1/8 of an inch with a 45 on both sides. So, just to figure this out, let's see. Get my calculator out, my trusty calculator. So, calculator, I'm just going to rough guess it for 13 inches instead of 13 1/8. Make it a little easier. 13 times 4 equals plus 44 equals, so I need 96 inches total. Probably 100 inch. So it looks like I might have to go get another 2x4. Another 4x4. Excuse me on that one. So, let me see how much this measures out to. Whoa! Okay. I can get it all out of this 4x4. That's 103 inches down to the bad end. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the gussets from that side down and use this side as the horizontal cut. Let's go this part. This side. This all the way up. Got this ready. cross piece, got vertical piece, and the gussets right here. So now what we're going to do is a pass, and I know one of my gussets is a little long, but I'll fix that a little while when I go cross that. So what I'm going to do is just put on the measurement. Got my gusset number on here. All my pieces fly around. Alright, so now my two areas marked out for the width, the depth, so I can cross them together. So now, here's, give you two different ways to do this. Alright, you could, well, multiple different ways actually. You can take a handsaw, like so, and come in here and saw it all out by hand. You just take and make you about 4 or 5 dozen different cuts across. Take a hammer, bat it out, take a chisel, cut it clean. Same way with a skill saw. You just take and put you a straight edge on there to get your first cut, and just cut like 2 or 3 dozen lines through there and straight edge it so you can get even on that line. You want to be on the insides of the lines. Same way with the saw there. Sorry. And then just take a hammer, beat it out, chisel it out clean, stick them together. Me, I'm going to do the cheating way, and I'm going to use the chop saw, but I don't advise anyone to do this unless you actually know how to do this, okay? And I did not cover this before, but it will be in my disclaimer at the front of the video, so you should already have seen it by now. Always be safe and wear safety glasses. Alright? Yes, I got 2 pairs. One to try to keep my hair back a little bit so it stays looking pretty. And the other pair to protect my eyes. So this here I am going to wear the safety glasses for because I don't want to get crap in my eyes. Alright? So I'm going to move the camera around so you can see what I'm doing on the saw, and be back with you just a second. had to take a little break. Alright, so as you can tell, I've got the grooves cut out, and here's how they go together. For those of you who don't know. The reason why you do this is it makes it very tight. Alright? So like so. that's the last of that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call it for now, and I'll be back with part 2 here soon, and with the completion of this. And hopefully in part 2 I will have in there me pulling up the old one and putting in this one here, trimming it down, mounting the mailbox, and being done. So I know, like I said, this doesn't look pretty, and I really didn't mean it to really look absolutely $1 million gorgeous, but I plan to make this thing look somewhat half decent towards the end, and we'll see how she turns out. Alright, well, I am going to go ahead and call it, and be back with you here soon for part 2. And if you don't mind, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, but if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel for future content, and I will see you next time.